12.
And now left an angle on the black to try and bring more reds into play. Well, didn't quite leave the angle, so that he could play to pot this red open pack of reds. This has to go in though. And he's overcut it.
John Trump.
Look at the reds. Now, has he got away with it? He might just be able to get to that red into the middle pocket. Doesn't feel right. Stood back up again. And that shows maturity.
One.
The pot, because it wasn't easy.
Made a century in that stunning victory over Martin Gould and a couple of 50-plus breaks as well. A match that lasted only a shade over an hour. It was a real blitz from the youngster. He's also beaten Mark Williams in the Six Reds World Championship, so I don't think he'll be fazed by facing Judd Trump today.
8.
No, I'm with you. I don't think he will be phased. He may have a few early nerves, like all players do. But this is a good chance to just settle those nerves down. Red's nicely spread. Trump didn't quite come onto the red as he wanted. It was more of a cutback than he would have liked.
15.
Just needed another inch or so in this positional play.
16.
Again, that was well controlled. So easy to underscrew or overscrew those kind of shots. Nicely played, Cannon.
And 4.
Yes, nicely played again. Doesn't need to, of course. Oh, that riddled. It dropped.
Thirty-two.
Well, if he didn't know he was in a match before, I think he would be doing now. He's looking upon his opponent there with nice respect, I would think, because you can tell by the choice of shot and the positional side of the stroke if your opponent is a top player or not. And this guy is a top player.
Thirty-eight.
He looks composed, very much up for the battle.
He just left that a little short and it was missable,
Yuan
but
SiJun,
he should have
38.
got it, shouldn't he? And that is a big mistake. Again, this frame isn't over. Tough yellow. Good shot.
42.
Cracking shot. Needs the green. Make
Especially
sure
now.
Wait for it.
45.
Made sure of the green.
One snooker to tie as things stand.
John Trump, 45.
So the 45 from Trump should be sufficient to win the frame.
This is close. This is a good effort. That's a snooker. And not a bad one.
Foul.
Yes, so this game isn't over yet.
Yuan SiJun, 4.
Good opening frame.
4. Line.
Check the cue ball. I'd like to have been closer to the pink, but it shouldn't be a problem.
Five team.
He looks a cool customer, this young man.
In goes the black, and so this frame is still up for grabs. That's generally the way it's played these days. There used to be a time when it was played back up and down the spots. He's gone for the double, he's got it. Wow, what an opening frame we've seen, which swung one way and then the other.
So has to take this on, doesn't want to. No choice. Oh, great shot. And perfectly on the blue. What a cracking shot that was.
Needs to take this opportunity.
He's overrun it. 53 points the lead, but
28.
that was a poor positional shot. He's smiling, but he's absolutely foaming with himself. Easy to do on these very fast tables. But a good recovery. That was an excellent recovery shot.
Yes, and the pink will put him over the winning line in terms of snookers required for Trump. Looks to take the green instead.
Yuan SiJun entered in the play.
Well played, Yuan SiJun. A break of 82 to stop the rot against Judd Trump. That's been a real thriller of a session.
Judd Trump, 24.
So Trump's lead is 15 with 59 remaining. Tough to get safe, Joe, from here.
Well, he's got a choice of playing that thin cut to the left corner or just leaving the cue ball in the jaws of the corner pocket here. Shows a thin cut, and what a good shot it was.
1.
And he potted it just a little thinner, he'd have been on one of those bulk colours a little easier. Still on the green. Yeah, good shot, because that was a difficult shot, that. He was leaving the reds if he missed it. He will need the difficult yellow.
Team.
Yep,
1.
he couldn't get to the right side of the black. Now, he has got an angle on the black to try and come off the cushion, drop him behind or knock the yellow off the cushion. Play to move it.
$28.
So the break ends at 28, a lead of 13 points with 27 left. This has become a big frame.
This looks good.
Yuan SiJun, 28.
And a good finish. Well, that would be
Foul
going
and
back.
miss.
As to where the yellow will finish up if he does hit it.
Foul and miss.
The danger zone is approaching.
Well, he'll be happy with the situation as it's finished. So, chance here. Judd Trump. The brown in a good position to bring the blue off.
Oh,
He didn't play that well. Can't finish the right side well unless he plays it with a lot of side. Couldn't get the right side of the brown to bring the blue off the cushion.
fine.
Frustrated at the poor safety he played. This is such a big frame for Yuan SiJun.
9.
Very close. A chance to get the cue ball in behind the black, maybe.
Went all out for the double. He missed it.
Judd Trump line.
Surprised at that shot choice, given that he was never going to be on the pink.
Well, exactly. That's why I probably wouldn't have played the double, because there's no value in playing the double. You can't get on the pink. Could have played a good safety.
This is frame ball for the Chinese for 3-2, barring snookers.
Well, wait for it.
5.
That was a strange decision by Judd Trump for me.
41.
All of this the result of Yuan SiJun's break-off, and it just goes to show how important it is to get your
42.
opponent safe from the break. In this modern era, they will gobble up those long balls and often do some serious damage. Easier for a lefty, but still not a gimme, this.
Yeah, well called. It wasn't a gimme. It was a poor
Judd
positional
Trump
shot.
fourth line. One.
What a super shot that was. He knew he was leaving the red to the left middle if he missed it. And this was tough. But it's gone in. That red behind the pink will go. Doesn't need to go into them.
Nine. Six, Tim.
played that one well. Knew exactly what was happening there.
24.
What a frame this would be to snatch from Judd Trump. He'd really have something to think about if Yuan SiJun could win his third on the bounce from 49 points adrift.
Well, he's left himself an angle on this red to bring the other red off if he wants to. Well, he played to bring it off.
31.
Just didn't catch it thick enough.
At least he's still on the pink. Now, if he can leave himself straight on the red into the right middle, he can leave a nice angle on the pink to bring the red into play.
What 5?
Perfect. So, all on this shot. No doubt he'll get the pink and the cannon. Just how does he develop the red? And not enough again. But the double could be on.
31.
Yeah, as I said, the cannon wasn't difficult. Just catching it right was. And that's what he tried to do, catch it right.
Yuan SiJun, 51.
And hasn't quite got the snooker. He's got the lead.
He'll be beginning to feel a little bit of pressure now. I think he expected to coast through this match, but it's not panning out that way.
Well, that was a good kiss on the yellow, and it's left. SiJun snookered.
This is horrible, isn't it?
It's tough snooker. Hit it, and hit it well. He's delighted with that. And he hasn't played that one well. One good pot here from Yuan SiJun, and it could be 3 each. Yeah, great pot. And a little straight on the black. He didn't play that well. Can he see enough of the yellow to pot it? No. So let off for Judd Trump, and not a great safety. So one good pot from Trump here, and he takes a 2-frame lead.
Well, there's some pressure on this. But it goes in.
Cool.
Has he got position?
Not ideal, but he's on it.
Judd Trump 2.
He'd be disappointed with that, won't he?
And because he didn't play a good safety shot, he's found himself in trouble. Where's it going to finish? He needs it to kiss the green, I think. Where's it going to finish? Yep, it's potable. Not sure if he can hold for the brown, but the green easy enough.
He's overcut it.
Wow, can you believe it? That was simply trying to get back up the table for the brown. The green was easy enough, it's the positional side of the shot that he was trying to negotiate. And to hit it
Sweet.
by some distance.
It's getting a bit edgy out there now.
Yeah, it's a big frame, isn't it? Big target though,
Judd Trump, sweet.
black and blue. And that's trouble again. Yuan SiJun. Doesn't want that cue ball to go in.
Foul and miss.
That would have
Judd
been a
Trump,
disaster.
Trump might well have gone for that, but I think he's beginning to feel it just a little bit. His grip on this match has been loosened somewhat.
That was a nice bump there on the middle pocket. It would have been down by this corner pocket, the brown, without the bump. Another very good attempt, and he's got it.
Trump in charge of the table then, just 1 point behind. Both players needing 3 colours.
Well, has he left a little tempter?
Foul.
So unfortunate.
Extreme foul.
But now, SiJun with a great chance.
Trump couldn't legislate for the cue ball disappearing into right centre there. He was unfortunate. Makes a difference too, because one only now needs the brown and the blue.
He's completely missed it, that one.
Four.
Can he see enough of the blue?
I think the reaction would suggest otherwise.
谁的手去关一下。
Yes, he could just see it,
Line.
and that's all he needed.
Well, he gave his opponent false hope there with his body language, but the blue was on. Just to bring you up to date with some of the other scores, Mark Williams, who was 2-0 down to another Chinese player, Zhu Si, John Higgins and Eden Sharev level at 2-all.
Big shot. What a shot. Look at the action on the cue ball there.
1.
What a shot that was.
Deserved better, really, didn't it?
But it sends a message to your opponent. Don't leave anything on. He's tucked the yellow on. He's got it. Wow, what a 2 confident shots they were.
He's dangerous now.
4.
Yes, he's under hit that one. Got to avoid the brown and yellow.
Lime.
Again, just a little too hard. I can see the red to the middle.
10.
And that's what he's decided to do.
Twelve.
Lost the cue
Sorry,
ball
Tim.
again. Oh, what an attacking shot that was. And surely he's on a red. Look at the reds.
18.
That was a tough blue, but he took it on, caught the pink superbly. I don't think he's on a red.
Very unlucky.
Talking about previous winners of this event, Dominic Dale we mentioned in 2007, John Higgins, who played so well to come back at Judd Trump in a memorable final, I remember 12 months ago.
Oh, what a cracking opening red that was. So, every credit, he's given himself a chance and he's straight back into it. See there, he just overscrewed it slightly. That's what when I mentioned in that first frame. It's going to take him a while to settle into this table. He'll never have played under these conditions. The cloth's very responsive, especially with it being the first match out there.
5. His best performance so far, by the way, is a top 4 on the 2013 IBSF Under-21 Worlds Championships. So that's how good he is already. He's got no fear, has he?
Absolutely no fear whatsoever.
10.
Going by the 3 or 4 shots he's played in this break, no messing.
11.
He certainly doesn't lack ability. That's one thing we can say.
Thirteen. 14.
Yeah, just lost the cue ball a touch again. I mentioned that's going to be the problem for the youngster. He'll go back to his chair quite happy with that little contribution. It's only 14, but potted 3 or 4 really good balls. It's important for him just to let Zhao Guodong know that Zhao's actually in a competitive match here today. Big part of this game, of course, is just putting pressure on your opponent. So important, not just the potting and the break building side. You've got to be watertight with your safety.
Well, Guodong has missed that by some margin there. Straight down again into the heart of the pocket. We'll need another good pot on the blue here if he should take it on. I'm pretty sure he will.
Yeah, no problem, was it? Down as quick as you like and knocked it in. Just again overscrewed it.
Racing around the table.
Now, can he just play a little gentle cannon on a cluster of reds this time off this thin blue? I think that should be the shot he plays. Doesn't need to hit this too hard. Yeah, you can see he just kind of played it as a deep screw instead of, you know, a soft stun there would have been better. Now, what damage has he done? Has Zhao Guidong's just looking to see if he can get through to this black.